Hi guys, this is Chef Sanni here, and I'm live on I Felt That by Mitchy. Go and watch this episode because I just had the realest conversations with my guy Michelle. So go and watch my episode.
It's so good to have you here, Sanni.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my gosh. Let's talk about your Unilag days.
First of all, how long are your videos like? Because let's go.
30 minutes.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. What was the aha moment in your Unilag days that turned into... Okay, let me say it properly. What was the aha moment in your Unilag days that turned a simple idea into a thriving... Like, how did you think... No, let me start doing food.
Okay, so I'll just give the rundown down memory lane. 2009, remember when I went to University of Lagos to study systems engineering.
Wow.
Personally, I've always been that restless guy. And my background growing up, like my mom is a full-time housewife, and she's usually always in the kitchen. She likes to cook her food fresh.
Right.
We literally grew up like seeing my mom or our mom, like cooking fresh dishes. Sometimes we're going to help. Sometimes we lazy around, but we're always just eating good food. And I think for some reason, psychologically, all of these things has like its own impact, where you get to like smell good food, eat good food. So when I got into Unilag, before Unilag, I was like food prefect in my secondary school.
Food prefect?
Yeah.
Why food prefect?
I don't know. That's what destiny had for me at the time.
But it wasn't like you were a foodie or anything, no?
It was just what it is. So, back then, like the most or the best set of students are usually categorized in like categorized in like either like the head boy or senior prefect or labor prefect or food prefect. So these are like top three categories.
Right.
So they look at leadership capacity, they look at like intellectual, capacity, academic capacity, and all of that. So usually when they're selecting prefects, so that's like what they look at. And for some reason, I made it to the top, and so all of that, coordinating like thousands of students, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as young as I was then, so I feel like all this is all put together with like growing up with my mom in the kitchen and everything. It kind of just gave me some sort of, it kind of built, and I drew a lot of inspiration from that space, because at the end of the day, your environment says a lot to your growth.
This is true.
And it also, kind of guide us as to how we channel our energies, right? So moving to Unilag, when I go to University of Lagos, I just wanted to do something that will make me independent. And I thought about like, okay, I needed to do something I was really passionate about. I didn't want to call in my parents for like, for money all the time. I just wanted to be really, 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 be independent. And I started making sandwiches in my hostel, Jaja. Big shout out to all the Unilag students, B312, Jaja, all 2010. Yeah, I remember. I started making like sandwiches. I remember then I called it Sanni K's Toast Factory.
Nice.
So I created my own concept called Jamwich. So I created the recipe. It was like bread, egg, butter, sardine with jam. It was mad. It was sick. It was like one of the best things at that time. So I was doing room delivery for like 20 naira. I was selling for like 60 naira.
Wow.
And I was making cool cash.
Of course.
Honestly, like young boy, money in the pocket. I didn't have to call my parents all the time. Like I needed stuff. I remember my dad would tell my mom like, what's going on? Like Sheriff is not calling home. I hope he's not doing something. I'm like, I'm just making my pastries. I'm just making my sandwiches, man. So Unilag, started the whole thing. And it kind of he said it's to make wave, especially in my hostel. Unfortunately, academics was going to go down for it. Like I wasn't doing well academically, so I had to just slow it down. Because I didn't want to get kicked out of school. So yeah, I think that's like how we all started. Then I moved to going for culinary, like my first culinary training in that 2011 year. I just went to go and like study so I can get like certified So I went to like a, culinary, not exactly culinary school, it was like a cooking,
right.
Took some cooking classes at the time. It was even that popular now. Now you have like, a couple of culinary schools here, and then it was just, people were not really interested in like this, field or this space, So I went back for some cooking classes. Then 2014, fast forward 2014. Before then, I was already doing events catering. We had Sanni K's events, Sanni K's kitchen.
Right.
I was getting like really popular in school. Although I was just trying to, make sure that I manage all that with my academics. Then in 2014, I was able to set up a restaurant, Sanni K's kitchen. It was like first student-owned restaurant on campus.
Nice.
We're bringing like the whole fine dining experience. First restaurant to have like room deliveries. For me, I stand on the principle of when you want to do something, make sure that you're unique, make sure that you stand out, from what every other person is doing. So we're doing room deliveries, and yeah, I think that's where like the whole fame, the whole Sanni K's, the whole chef thing all blew out from.
Right.
And Unilag, almost everybody knew me.
Right.
Almost everybody knew me on campus, So I think that's where my story, my journey really started from.
Man.
Yeah.
I saw one of this picture you posted on social media, like in front of one of your stores. I'm like, your outlet. I'm like, damn. It's always.
I'll send you all the throwbacks.
Actually, I want that so we can put that on there. Like, cause Sanni, like it's always there. It's always like you don't even know why you're doing this. You just know like something is pushing you to actually go into stuff, and you find yourself doing them. I was gonna ask you about how you're able to juggle like, study sessions and late night kitchen and all that. Yeah.
Like back in uni?
Back in school, like how were you able to do that? Because you said it kind of affected like, your studies a bit,
So I think to like all the people in the university watching this video, so I think what I'll say is it gets to a point in life where you just need to, sacrifice certain things for certain things to, to happen. For me, I sacrificed my social life,
right.
Like no girlfriend, no relationship. It was just strictly like business and academics. Then I made sure that I was friends with like all the best students, so it kind of gave me like a balance, because if I was missing anything in class, one way or the other, I just have this, like these guys, tutor me, I could call them up to like go study with them, because I needed to do all of that, because if not, I would have probably been kicked out of school, So for me, the relationships that I had, it kind of helped me, because all the guys that were like doing well academically were all in my corner, and they really, really, big shout out to Taiwan and Kendi, Bami, those guys. They're one of the reasons why I graduated. I'm not even gonna lie, man. And every other person who supported me then, the twins, almost everybody knew me with those guys, because those guys they're really, really smart. Kenny is a doctor now in he did his PhD in New York.
Wow.
Taiwo is in NMPC. So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing well now. So you can imagine back then,
right.
So these are people that I kept close to me, and they really, really helped me academically, So, and every other person, a lot of people can testify to this video, because I was not the only one they impacted,
right.
So shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you. I love you guys, man.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing your journey with. Tell me about that. Like you. So there's Chef Sanni, and then I knew you when you came to one of 99 locations in VI, right? And then obviously it was still Chef Sanni. You were very supportive. You were so supportive. You came that one time. You posted 989 on your page.
No, seriously.
No, seriously, you did, and like that took off, because people kept coming like to the space because of just that one post you made. I really do appreciate that. And then you were doing other stuff as well.
Yeah.
How did you like? Tell me about ILÉ IYÁN.
So I think fast forward, because like it was. So I'm just gonna take it from because this is actually the first time I'm breaking down like my journey.
Right.
Like I'm literally breaking down like from 2009 getting into Unilag,
right.
2010 starting sandwiches, 2010 to like 2014 events catering, Sanni K's events, 2014.
Food truck, Lekki Phase 1. Oh my
I'm getting there.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like 2014, Sanni K's Kitchen, fine dining restaurants in Unilag.
Right.
You know, took it up to like, we ran it for like 2 years, so like 2016. Then from 2016, you know, luckily my dad got me a food truck from the US at the time. So I moved it to Oniru, Water Corporations Road, the legendary food truck. You know, it was home for a lot of people. You know, we're doing like barbecue, asun, and all those things. You know, it was like street food, you know, type of a truck. You know, we ended up creating a restaurant in that same space. It was like the first mobile restaurant in Lagos. I tell people all the time, I pride myself, you know, so that you have to give yourself the flowers. You know? You know, we created more like the first mobile restaurant. So where we park, we have like a setup, tables, chairs, there's music playing, there's food, you know, grills, fresh, you know, from the fire. You know, and you know, 2016 we ran that for like 3 years. From Oniru, we moved to Lekki Phase 1. It was like till 2019, 2020, COVID, you know, COVID hits and it was like reset for everybody, you know, and yeah, luckily, you know, in 2021, no, so, okay, 2021, we moved from the truck to like a grill shack. You know, we had like a grill spot, but it wasn't truck, it was just a grill spot. That, you know, because in all of this transitioning, it was challenges that just kept taking us to the next from challenges of people kicking us out because they wanted to do the same business, you know, up until like challenges of partnership and, you know, so getting to 2022, you know, so it's 2022, yeah, then we now created the Sanni K's place. So in 2022, Sanni K's place still, it was casual dining. It wasn't like fine dining. It was like casual dining. You know, we're doing like continental dishes, a little bit of Afrofusion. Like it was still the chefy type of, you know, business model, right? You know, and personally, you know, there's always been that test of, you know, I didn't feel satisfied. I still felt we weren't unique enough. You know, there's something missing. You know, like we're doing like, you know, Chinese dishes, we're doing, you know, Afro-continental. You know, we're creating all these things, but you know, for me, I just keep yearning for like originality. You know, and like something that, you know, people can identify with. You know, so and I know from time, you know, once in a while, my dad will always mention that, you know, why don't we create something like, for instance, my dad will visit the restaurant, he's not going to eat because he's like, well, how's he going to eat pasta, noodles, and all these things, you know? So he's like, why don't you introduce one local dish to this restaurant, you know, even if it's just one dish on the menu, that so that people of his age can come and eat, you know? So, you know, I mean, my dad mentioned it a couple times, which has always been there. I've just been thinking, what do we do? What do we do? And I looked at it, okay, if we're going to create this, how are we going to merge it with, I mean, we're from Ondo State, you know, so, and the Ondos are generally known. I mean, Ondo is like a state in the southwestern part of Nigeria, you know, so just like where you have Lagos, you know, they're all like neighboring states, you know, and, you know, the conversation of where Ondo people, how do we represent like, you know, our states, our origin, and how do we bring one of the most nourished dishes, you know, all the way to Lagos and give people a beautiful experience. So these are some of the thoughts that I had. You know, I took some time off to conceptualize, okay, how can we create this? Share the idea with a few friends, you know, some of like the very close people to me, you know, and, you know, at the end of the day, I looked at, okay, let's do a test run, you know, so I called a few people, you know, there were about 10, 12 of my friends. You know, we made pounded yam, we cooked the goosey soup, we cooked the foriro. You know, they came around, then I was like, okay, we didn't just want to serve people food. How about we giving them like cultural experience? You know, so they came around. It was still Sanni K's place. We had not even rebranded. It was still Sanni K's place. And all. So when they came around, we called the drummers, the dancers, we gave them a show and all of that to wear. You know, they had the food in like wooden bowls. and wooden trays, wooden spoons, and everyone who came around was like, they felt appreciated. I could feel the satisfaction from the experience.
Right.
Aside the food, I could see that I feel at home.
Right.
This is us. This is what we represent as Nigerians, as Africans. This is our culture. This is our roots. This is our identity.
This is why the story needs to be told.
Yeah, it needs to be televised.
I mean, it's like, what? And it's going to be on that, YouTube now forever.
Yeah,
so whoever needs to hear, just send them the link. You want my story?
Sure,
here you go.
Sure.
Go watch.
No, this is gonna go viral. Like this is gonna, because when we launched this and I posted it up on my Instagram, the picture alone had like almost 30,000.
Wow.
Because I did like 2020, 2009, 2011, all the pictures have been taken.
Whoa.
Picture by when I was wearing. Don't worry, I was sharing my Instagram. You see it when I was wearing apron. I'll send you those pictures. Like with slippers, hustle.
Damn.
Also like no parents.
Damn.
And people are like, this is I just random Yemi Alade, this and that, Don Jazzy, everybody comment. It was like 1,000 plus comments.
Damn.
I could not reply anybody. Because where am I going to start from replying all these people?
Right.
And I just posted my own, like I didn't even, my followers from like 46,000 is almost racing out to 50K.
Wow.
People have just been following, sending me DMs. I'm inspired. Like, you give me a reason to keep pushing. The amount of messages I received. One guy reached out. It was like, bro, you don't have an idea what is. I promise you, I'll keep it. Like, bro, like. I just did my thing.
No, but sharing that inspired lots of people.
Yeah. My LinkedIn is blowing up.
I'm sure.
4,000 followers
I'm sure.
in like 1 week. People are DMing me. I'm like,
Sanni, it's so relatable. Like because there are lots of young people who
I didn't jump any stage. I didn't jump any stage. I didn't cut any corners. It was from selling sandwiches as low as 60 naira to now that we're selling food for like over 20K.
Damn.
Do you get room deliveries as low as 20 naira? Now we're doing deliveries for like 3K, 4K. Do you get, so like I went through it like year by year for the past 15 years. I've been on the road.
Wow.
Yeah, since 2009 it's been, and I'm grateful to God that the resilience, the grit, the zeal and the burning passion is still, is still going.
Right.
So a lot of people ask me, what's driving me? Like, is that? So the truth is, like some of my friends will argue, but I can tell you for a fact that you cannot study passion. You cannot buy it. You cannot. Some of these things are just inborn. It's like God has just created us to love certain things. I know people do all of those behavioral, and all of this, but I feel this is what I've been made to do. This is what destiny has for me. You can't. The zeal, the passion that keeps you going, even in the face of challenges, you cannot buy it anywhere.
Right.
You can't be paid to be passionate.
Right.
If it's just a matter of time, even if you try to, you burn out of it. You would one day just wake up and be like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
For me, okay, I'll go back to the ILÉ IYÁN thing, because right before we rebranded to ILÉ IYÁN, when we had I did the pilot, which was bringing everybody together for the whole cultural experience and everything. I remember like writing on my family group, WhatsApp group, like, hey guys, I think I'm retiring this year. That was like 2023.
Wow.
Yeah. I told everyone that I think I'm retiring. I want to go into tech or just do something else. Like I've been there, done that, served everybody you can think of in this country. I might have not posted like pictures, but I can tell you like we've got like HNIs now, clientele network and all of that. But I just felt, okay, maybe I just need to go do something else. But every time I say I want to give up, some bigger opportunities just keep coming my way. So I think that's like God doing his thing, but in all honesty, I'm human, and sometimes when challenges come, at that point you think about it. Do I move, or do I, So sometimes, like I said, the passion will push you, the grit and your desire to see like everything you started become successful.
Right.
So those things are also like driving forces. It just helps to keep you going in the face of challenges,
Right.
and which is very normal for
Right.
entrepreneurs.
Right.
I mean, you're a founder, you have a fair share of your own challenges, like
Right.
building a big force in this country, which is co-working spaces. For me, for the first time in my life, I ever heard of co-working spaces was 989.
Really?
In all honesty,
Wow.
the first time in my life in Nigeria, and this was like 2016 or 20.
Thereabouts.
So you've been rocking this boat for.
Bro, it's been a while. It's like they're about 20. Yes. Actually.
So back to ILÉ IYÁN, right? So we when we added, when people came, they had the experience and everything. We got feedbacks, and everyone was like, "Bro, this is unique. There's nobody in Lagos doing this thing, and there is no like." Everyone just kind of gave me their honest feedbacks, and I looked at it and said, "This is making a lot of sense." So we added it to the menu like right away.
Right.
Luckily one of my dad's friends, reached out that he wanted us to cater for his maybe nephew or niece's wedding. We catered to the wedding, and everybody was just looking at us like they're wearing a showcase, serving pounded yam in its richest form, like actual pounded yam, no flour, we're pounding at the venue. The soup was cooked fresh and everything, and we're like, they want to have this experience. So we added it to our menu. When people come to Sanni Sheriff, we now realize that if we have 20 customers, 18 people want to eat pounded yam. They were thinking, and look at it too from business perspective. You don't put emotions to it. You want to sell people what you want to sell what people want to eat.
Right.
It's not what exactly you feel or you think suits your persona, or you want to be very finicky. Nah. You would just get it wrong. But so sometimes it's what the market demands that you sell. And we realized that people just liked the old cultural experience to what we're serving. The pounded yam, pounded fresh, the soups fresh, cooked fresh, and all of that. Then at some point, people will come and say, why don't you like Sanni Sheriff, ILÉ IYÁN, like we're going to ILÉ IYÁN. Then they come, is this Sanni Sheriff? So there was a little confusion, so we just had to rebrand. It was very emotional for me because I'm like, Sanni Sheriff, I've been pushing these things since 2009. Are we going to now rebrand this? But I just thought about that. Okay, I think it's time for Sanni Sheriff to lay low a little bit, and let's push the ILÉ IYÁN brand. And we rebranded. My people came around. Big shout out to Chef Tolani, Diary of a Kitchen Lover, Foodie in Lagos. These are my friends. These are my people. They all came around to like promote us. They gave us so much support, and a lot of other influencers, and they came around and it was just honest. Let me go and visit what Chef Sanni is doing.
Right.
It wasn't even, because I remember like Tolani came with like a family and they just came to eat.
Right.
And she was so amazed at how delicious our food is and how the service was and everything. Is like, I'm not even joking. Like the next day, people packed on the main road. People were literally like the entire facility was packed. The restaurant, it was like the restaurant was about to get torn apart.
So good. I
was overwhelmed. Damn. Michelle, I was like, this is not happening.
Wow.
I don't know what is it beyond the pounded yam? Like, but I realized that we also want to identify with our roots. Everybody who sees, or everybody wants to feel originally Nigerian, originally African. You want to feel this is where I belong. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And people just wanted to have all our experience and the food and everything, and just there to become a household name. We can continue to promote our culture. We continue to give put like the old Nigerian food, original Nigerian dishes, positioned on the global map. We've had tourists from all parts of the world people from South Africa, from Rwanda, from Tanzania, from Burundi, you know, from Guinea, you know, and all these places. Like I see people, sometimes I see some people who are also black like me, and I just walk up to them, like, "Sir, where are you from?" They're like, "Oh, I'm from Burundi." I'm from, like, for real?
Like, wow.
People have come from all over the world. People from the UK, from Canada, from US, from Dubai, you know, all these places, because when they search online where they can have like cultural experience and all that, Google just leads them to ILÉ IYÁN.
Right.
So ILÉ IYÁN now is a household name. We are proud to say that we're a big contributor to like the tourism industry in Nigeria. You know, we're ambassadors of culture, of arts, and everything that represents us as Nigerians in the food space. You know, so we thank God Almighty, we're here. There's still big plans for the future. You know, and people have, you know, we've gotten so much love and support.
That's awesome.
You know, we've gotten so much love and support. In all honesty, we've the recently launched ILÉ IYÁN headquarters. You know, we had, you know, a lot of support from the government side, you know, the SSA to the Lagos State Governor on tourism, arts and culture, Honorable Idris Aregbe. You know, he came around, the Commissioner for Agriculture, Mrs. Bisola Olusonya was around, the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Honorable Mubalaji Ogunlende was around. You know, we had a lot of, you know, dignitaries, a lot of people who really, you know, are also like, you know, in their own capacity, they've been promoting the beauty of our Nigerian culture. You know, we had the SSA on media, you know, Honorable Jibril Gawat, you know, was there. So it was, we had beautiful people around. It was, for us, ILÉ IYÁN has become a cultural center. It has become home for Nigerians and, you know, everyone who wants to appreciate the beauty of the Nigerian African culture. You know, so, I mean, this gives me so much excitement when I see people come, they eat, they giggle, they relax, you know, they're listening to Nigerian music, they are seeing the cultural dancers, the fire display, and horse ride and all of these things. They just go like, is this like, I thought it was just a restaurant, but like all this experience, like, you know. So we thank God Almighty, we keep conceptualizing like more creative, you know, elements to also keep promoting our cultural heritage, keep promoting the ILÉ IYÁN brand, you know. So I mean, here we are today. We give God the glory and thanks.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you, Sanni.
Thank you.
Truly. And I hear something's coming up in Canada very soon.
Cancel. We're not thinking about that. We're not discussing future plans.
She said don't put future plans on there.
Yeah.
But why don't you want to talk about Canada? Huh?
For now, let's just keep it
let's leave it on hush.
Let's launch it, then we can come back on the podcast.
I get what you mean. Energy, right?
You know.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Challenges. People will see you and be like, see how our guy wants to come and touch your
Yeah.
But you went through challenges.
Yeah.
Like, what's been one of the trying? I don't even know. I don't even say trying times. Like, what's been one of your challenging experiences as an entrepreneur?
I'll mention a couple. Okay. Because so the truth is, for a lot of founders, you know, business owners, I don't think we share the ugly side of our entrepreneurship journey. We only talk about successes. See, when we meet at cocktail events, we meet at dinners. Everyone's like, "Oh, I heard about you. You launched your this. Oh, I heard you guys are da 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 da. Oh, congratulations, your jewelry store is da da da." But the truth is, we don't really talk about like the challenges, what it means to be an entrepreneur, especially in Nigeria. You know, so there's been. I'm going to share. I'll start with the first one. Okay. Michelle, do you know what it feels like to have your wife heavily pregnant? It was me trying to, you know, we're trying to travel at the time, so I wanted to obviously give my daughter like dual citizenship. And all that. And you know the societal pressure now, like everybody's like, no, try and make sure you have a child in America or in Canada. No, this child, you don't want. Do you know what that means, like psychologically, carrying all of that? Like, I won't like, it felt like me, I was pregnant with my wife because like for real, like around that period, this was like 2022. And that period, the guys where we had like a grill shack, it was technically like a partnership, right? But it wasn't like, no, it was technically like a partnership. And it wasn't so much of a heavy one. It was like, instead of you guys paying yearly rent, pay X amount of money like daily. So if that makes sense. So it wasn't like, so it was like, okay, we're giving this space, but this is the daily.
Right.
So for some reason we didn't default. We were, God being faithful, we're doing our thing, we made the place, it was a successful business, and from nowhere the management comes and says, oh, they are sorry, we have to leave because there's a restaurant coming to set up there and we have to leave. There was no other source of income. My wife was heavy. What do we do? How do we take it up from there? Michelle, this is real conversation. I'm not trying to package anything. This is my story. This is what I experienced. I almost lost my mind. Like, are you like now? Like in a couple weeks from now, my wife is going to be put into bed. I'll run up and down to get visas for travel. And then now you're cutting us off. Like you're saying we need to leave. It was crazy. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't even go crazier than, like, it was just, I just needed to manage the situation, obviously, because of family and all of that.
Right.
I'm like, you know what, baby girl, I got this, you don't need to figure a way out, and we had to leave, we had to leave back to my house.
Damn.
I forgot to add that. We had to leave back to we're cooking, grilling. I was big shout out to all my friends because, some of my friends actually just kept coming around to support. They were coming to dine in my house.
Wow.
And God so being good and good landlords, they just, they managed, they gave me the support because they kind of need the situation on ground. So, because usually like residential, obviously it's only commercial in the residential place is not really allowed, And that was my situation at that year, 2022. Yeah. So like I said, every challenge that came, just kept taking us to the next level. Like we just kept growing through like this challenge. And I to be honest, there's grace as its own like major play in all of this. I'm not gonna lie. God has been so faithful, alhamdulillah. So we went back to the house and it was after like all of that, we made some little cash too from home, I made sure that family was sorted and all of that. And we now started the Sanni K's place. Right. It was not too long after that same year, I think, when we opened the Sanni K's place that has now become that transition into ILÉ IYÁN.
Right.
Yeah. So just right before then, it was crazy.
Damn.
It was crazy, but to God be the glory. So for everything you see today, it was one challenge that kept taking us to the next level. And sometimes God, the way God, when God is building us for greatness, God tests our capacity with challenge. So the challenge comes, just to be sure that can you handle, you're seeking for this blessing or this, you're seeking for something great. Can you really handle greatness? So you go through like the hot iron and all of that. And if you can pass such challenge, then you're up for it. Up you go. Yeah.
How I look at that, and that's really incredible. Like, before you level up, there's always like storm. You know how that is. Like you're like, this is you either give up or you
either
persevere.
Fall forward.
Or you persevere. And how I see that is, so I know for a fact that, from my own, Bible knowledge, God doesn't test us. Life tests us, right? But God is there to actually help us to really put trust in Him. It's like how, like, as Christians we believe in paradise. Muslim believes in Al-Jannah, right? And so you do good, you go to Al-Jannah now. You do, you know how it is. So we have God as the incredible being who was always there to support us. Just trust in him and persevere. You know, life throw lots of curveballs our way. Like, I want to do this, this year. Like the whole Sanni kids.
I got you, don't worry.
Dude, you don't even the challenges. Being like this is so relatable because I've had my fair share of challenges running several businesses.
You can see that again.
Bro, I've shut down several businesses because it just wasn't gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's just like, and I'm still learning. It's a business, it's the business of life. It's a school of life. You learn every day. And
you cannot buy experience. You cannot buy experience.
Can't.
You have to go through it because, you know, honestly, if we could pay for experience, I'll probably just like, guy, I beg, make I pay for 5 years. I beg. I don't want to go through this hell or this, you know, this journey. You know, can I just cut it short? Can I pay you? You know, but the way the world has been structured, we go through all of this. The experience is what shapes us, and it just keeps making us growing and it gets us better, and we keep, you know, and that's how life works. So when you get up there, two things you appreciate, like, you know, you appreciate, you see more value because you know what it took you to get up there, you know. And secondly is it molds you, it shapes you. You see all the grades and everything you have to persevere. It kind of just gets you stronger mentally. It just, you know, it just gets you up. I mean, up for bigger things, right? So I mean that's my thought process.
Yes, I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too. I mean,
hey, we're grateful to God for everything. Seriously, it's just like, and throughout the entire conversation, you kept mentioning your friends, your circle, you know, family, your friends, and how like they've been very supportive even when you went back home. I want you to talk a bit more about, you know, your support.
First of all, like, I'd like to, you know, appreciate my beautiful wife, you know, Famaram. She's been very supportive, you know, like, that's the best decision that I ever made in my life. You know, so she's been very supportive because Michelle, imagine if I didn't have like that support on that level. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, imagine, you know, it would have been, you know, because now you know for sure that, you know, there's someone that you can share this pain with. You know, Michelle, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. People, a lot of the things personally I've survived has killed, like, it has just made people quit their, you know, change careers, quit their jobs, you know. But like I said, to God be the glory, you know, grateful for family and friends. You know, my siblings have been so amazing. My parents have been there. My parents have been there for me. My siblings have been there for me. These are the people that kept me going. Trust me, like, if Michelle, I don't know what I would have done without these people, man.
Facts.
You know, so friends, and you know, honestly, is in those challenges you now also know the true friends. You know? So when I mention friends, there's the crowd, there's the oh my god, and there's the people who were really there.
Facts.
So in case we're going to fight for you, so in case we're going to stand by you, we're going to make sure that, you know, whatever you want, however you want it and everything, we're going to be there for you. You don't feel like you're alone. And I don't think you can get better words of encouragement than this. You know, so, I mean, family, friends, I would keep, you know, if I keep mentioning names, I don't know how long we're going. You know, but like we've really had so many amazing people who have been there, you know, for us, and you know, we are today. ILÉ IYÁN is a global name now.
Absolutely.
You know, I walk into spaces, home and abroad, and people acknowledge the brand. We have international superstars and endorsers, well, celebrities walk into the restaurant casually to come and dine. Celebrities coming with their family and friends, you know, and you know, so you know.
Big shout! I'm going to come and eat pounded yam, man.
Please,
we're going to vibe to Michelle. We're going to film a little bit of some song.
Please, I'll be super honored to have you guys around.
It'll be great. For the young ones who are trying to start something, because you know how it is. Like, what advice would you give to them?
Let me see properly. So, for the young ones out there, the future. First of all, the future is bright. The future is bright. Whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve it. That's the first level of positivity. Whatever you put your mind to, you can always achieve it. And more importantly, you follow it up with grit, with perseverance, with consistency. Please, nothing in this world beats consistency. Be consistent, always show up, and make sure that you can see like the clear vision of what you want to achieve in life. And trust me, you will achieve it. It's just a matter of time. That's the only factor there. It's just a matter of time. So, put your head up high there. Make sure that whatever you're also creating is unique. It stands out. It solves the problem. Be consistent. Be very persistent. With your vision clear. And you achieve it. Challenges will come. That's what molds you. That's what shapes you. That's what gets you stronger mentally. And gets you ready for greatness. Right. So, yeah, whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve it. Easy.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love that. You know what? Like you see how you're mentioning how like people, you have like a very supportive, community and all whatnot. You're also a very supportive guy. You support your friends seriously. You know how it is now, life now. Like with the measure, what you give is what you get, right? You're also a very supportive person. You help your friends. You do stuff for them without even like paying any mind to it. It comes very effortless to you, right? And so that's also like one of the reasons I think you're getting so much help. Without, you're just like, how do people love me like this? It's because of that. And I'm saying this so actually like people who are trying to do like youngsters who are trying to start their business or whatever, don't expect to only get, also give, right? Givers never lack. Like, you know how it is now. It's like givers never lack.
That's how the universe works.
Right. And so the more you give, the more you get. But just also don't give because you think you're going to get something out of it. But just out of the kindness of your heart also. It doesn't have to be money. It could be your time. Time is money. Time is the most important thing we have. So just give. Put yourself out there. Network. Be kind. Yeah? Be kind.
That's the right word to use. Yeah.
I feel like you traveled somewhere.
No, I'm just I'm just reflecting because I think I'm about to see like a lot of like I said, it's the first time like I'm actually having like real conversations like on the media. A lot of these conversations are usually like maybe over
Banter Friday at the
banter over it. And, but this is like the first time I'm actually like giving like details about like my entrepreneurship journey. So I think I kind of just zoned out for a bit, reflecting, I just kind of remember the few stuff, but we're good. We're good. Yeah.
Well, it needs to be heard, Sanni. I'm so proud of you. Like there are like other questions that just not even important. This is your episode and you actually thank you so much for coming. Like this is so great.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Like this should have you like how you go back and you're thinking about your life journey when you're driving back home. I know. It's like, damn, I've lived so many lives. It's like, but it's just what it is. Try different things. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, please, because that's like you. If it was just Sanni Kids, like what would be? ILÉ IYÁN is such a unique name. Like what you're going to. I'm going to go and eat pounded yam and stuff, right? Would they have other stuff? Yeah, but actual pounded yam
is unique.
Very much so.
It just stands out.
Very much so. Thank you for coming. This is the end of the podcast. We're done, man.
Okay.
It's like, thank you so much for sharing your journey, man. Like it's awesome. Nah, it's crazy, and it's such a small world. Like the world is so small. Like people don't even realize it. It's like
everybody just celebrates the success, but
the story behind that success, a whole nother thing. Yeah. I mean, one day I'll tell my story. When it's time, I'll share.
It has to be televised.
This year, it'll be on. Yeah, one day.
Maybe that is me that will interview.
Maybe.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my episode on I Felt That by Mitchy. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. A lot more inspirational, motivational videos coming your way. Let's do it together. We're stronger. I love you guys.